Week 3 of the National Football League. And coming up, it's Stetson Bennett. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air. It's the Lions and the Cards, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 24.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, it's been a great start to the season. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to Week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Got an open man, it's Josh Palmer. 7 yards there and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the completion good for just 3. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Brought down by Willie Gay. From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 9. Again on the ground, again it's Spiller. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. This defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and no...
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Glove. And that's going to be incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. They enter play one from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback. And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. This is a counter play. Eckler. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now Love. And this is going to be incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
On 3rd down, Love. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. From the 23, here's the 2nd and 8. Bennett now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ingram. And he'll be taken down right there at the 38. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Open man, there's Darnell Washington. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. They run behind center with Spiller. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The Lions at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
Now this throw caught left side, and they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Bennett to the air on 1st and 10. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
Looking to throw here, Bennett.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Straight ahead, it's Spiller.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Bennett looking to throw.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Darnell Washington.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon.
And this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From his end zone comes Rico Dowdle. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Love looking to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
To pass, here's Jordan Love.
That's completed right side to Palmer.
And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
Roughing the passer, defense.
What's the deal, y'all?
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Play action this time with Love. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. First and 10, here's Bennett.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Miles Jack with a sack.
The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 41-yard line.
Now hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Here's third and a few inches. Bennett.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it.
They'll go for it. Here's Bennett.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here. Fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Second and 10.
Love now. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. To throw now, here's Love. Open man is Hill, he's got it. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Again, it's Love.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there.
His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from drawing level. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
And last time they were stopped on fourth down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on fourth down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on fourth versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a fourth down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a fourth down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Throwing here on third, Bennett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 22.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. and he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And Bennett will look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Here's a handoff to Spiller. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw, Bennett. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. He finds his man, complete. It's McDonald. There are the numbers for McDonald from a week ago. 6 catches, 80 yards.
And they've gone to him early in this one. I sense a theme, one that I expect to continue throughout this contest.
Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth 1st quarter of play. On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. These two teams all tied after 1. 2nd quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, it's Bennett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
3rd and goal, it's Bennett. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This from 32 yards away. Tucker's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways. ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, Eckler pushes past him. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Love. And it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, here's Eckler. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Love. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Love. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This offense and Isaiah Spiller head back out. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. On the handoff, Spiller. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Bennett working from the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And this returnable for Hill. Gets past one man. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The football going back over to Arizona now. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Love, they go play action now. Incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now Love. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So here are the Lions to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Breaks the tackle. Now Allen. 66 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Bennett now on 2nd down. And he's got his man on the out route. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Up the middle they go. Goodson. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently 2nd in the league in 1st downs, and they pick up 1 here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Bennett now to throw. On the screen, complete to Spiller. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the 1st half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to pull them. Screen passes like that take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 30.
To throw is Bennett. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll go right back to Spiller here on 1st down. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
Bennett now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Bennett, and this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Tucker's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, That would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The ball will come out to the 25 here as Dowdle will not return this one. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Glove. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On the counter, it's Spiller. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 95 yards rushing for him now to this point. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. 3rd and 1. Here's Bennett. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes out right around the 39. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Bennett. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. This is Spiller. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Cards are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Was sacked there by Brandon Graham, coming in and bringing him down to the ground.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To pass, here's Jordan Love. pressure. They got him again.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
That's taken on the 25.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
On 1st and 10, Bennett.
He finds his man, complete. It's McDonald.
Still going.
Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13.
The ball will come out to the 25. Here is Dowdle. Will not return this one.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with the referee. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Love now. He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Up the middle with Eckler. And that'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
The Lions now taking over late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Throwing on 1st down, Bennett.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Off play action. Here's Bennett.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year.